Hey loves, today I'm going to show you all the newness at Ulta. So we're doing a little try on Ulta haul. Make sure you grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. First new product is this sheer body mist from Kopari. This has SPF 50 in it, and look at how gorgeous that looks. So we're going to spray the entire chest because I love a sparkly chest, especially in the summer. It smells like banana boat sunscreen, very summery. I'm trying to see if there's any sparkle. I did think it was going to be a little bit more sparkly. I think the sparkle is like very minimal, that it's almost like barely there, because I see the glow, but I don't really see a lot of sparkle. So we're going to add a little bit of body glitter because it's just what I love. And this is the Queen Silver Glitter Spray. This is all that I pretty much use whenever you see any sparkles on my chest. It is this spray. It is so good. This product is nice too because it's not sticky. It rinses off really easily in the shower, but it gives the prettiest sparkles. And it's pretty much instant sparkles once you spray it. Now we're gonna try this new mascara. It's the Wrap Lash Tubing Mascara from Makeup Revolution. This has really good claims. 24-hour tubing technology, water resistant, flake free, budge proof, and drop proof. I did just curl my lashes because I have the straightest lashes on the planet. So no matter what the claims are with the mascara, I need to curl them. This is what the wand looks like. I like it because it's classic and it doesn't look like it's too big. And this one comes in brown as well as burgundy. The wand feels comfortable on the eyes. I mean, it's showing up, look at that. I'm curious if it is gonna hold a curl, because that's always my issue with mascaras, that my lashes will droop throughout the day and then it kind of looks like I'm not wearing any mascara. It looks a little clumpy. I did another coat. The formula definitely feels also a little bit more on the sticky side, so I feel like it doesn't fully dry down. So we'll see how it wears. I'll have to keep experimenting with it, but mascaras, especially I think tubing mascara, sometimes can be a little tricky. My personal favorite is the one from Milani, the highly rated lash extensions, I believe it's called. That one is so good. But yeah, let's move into the skin. And speaking of Milani, they actually have this new hypochlorous acid spray that you could use before makeup. You can actually use it on your face and body. And this is a facial mist to soothe and clarify, and you can use it daily to reduce redness, improve texture, and create a balanced base. Then I got this Cosmic Silk Hydrating Milky Toner from Bubble. I actually really love this brand. Their eye cream is amazing. And this one is also formulated without fragrance, dyes, parabens, a lot of good stuff in here. Apparently it says it's supposed to help soothe and nourish dry skin, restore a healthy moisture barrier, and give your face a soft, dewy look and feel. The packaging is so cute. I love. Oh wow, I know it says it doesn't have fragrance, but it kind of smells like the Rhode glazing milk, which I love. That's one of my favorites. It kind of feels like it too. This feels so nice. I love the texture of it. I love the way it applies. Definitely gives that dewy, juicy skin. Then we have this new SPF from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a primer and SPF 50. Let's do a good amount. I'm basically reapplying because I haven't reapplied since this morning. And this is basically going to be the skin prep for the new skin tint that we're trying today, which also has SPF. So we're loading up on the SPF today. Absorbs into the skin pretty quickly. And I used a lot. So it's been a good 10 minutes. The SPF is fully absorbed into the skin. I love how dewy and hydrating this makes the skin. And I really like the consistency of it because it really feels like a gel moisturizer. Now we're gonna try this new Versed Multi-Serum Skin Tint with SPF 40. This has light to buildable coverage and it's meant to just pretty much even out your skin and give you an ultra hydrated look. I've actually been loving the Versed concealer, especially now that I have a tan, it matches me perfectly. So hopefully this matches. I only got one shade in N6. Let's see. Ooh, it might be a little bit too tan. Or a lot too tan. Oh girl, that's not gonna work. LA Girl White Mixing Pigment is the answer to our problems. I'm gonna do a drop of this. I love this stuff. You can use it literally with any foundation, anything that is just a little bit too tan or dark for you. And you just need a drop of it. And what I really like about this pigment is that it doesn't alter the product. It just lightens up the color. That already looks so much better. I think now we're gonna be able to make this work. Yes, love it. Look at that. Shout out to LA Girl. I'm gonna use a Flower Beauty powder brush. Oh, that's pretty. This looks really good. I love what it did to my skin. It's hydrating, very dewy, especially over top of the SPF 50. I mean, you can see powder is gonna be a must. So now let's add some concealer. I don't have a new one, but I've been obsessed with this Versed concealer, especially this color because it matches my tan perfectly for my under eyes. This is the shade 60. I remember I tried to use this before I got tan and it was way too dark. I had to mix it with a corrector, but I love the color. I love this formula too. It's very similar to the skin tint where it's hydrating and it's just very dewy on the skin, but it gives good coverage. I'm gonna do BK Beauty A506. Now we have a new blush trio here from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Magic Touch blush trio in the shade Pink. So we have 3 variations of pink blush. This shade right here, look how pretty this is. It's like a little color reel of blush. And then this is an e.l.f. Stain and Tint blush brush. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice color. It gives a very natural flush. I like how you can also fit your brush really seamlessly into each of the little sections, so it's not too small. I like that. Should we do a little bit of the cool tone pink or the bright pink? Bright pink because it's summer. I like how the formula, it gives color, but it doesn't go on overly pigmented and dramatic, which I appreciate. That is really pretty, and I actually love this packaging, to be honest. It's simple, but it works. I like the 3 variations too. Now we're gonna set the under eyes. I have a new brightening under eye powder from Fenty, so we're gonna try both shades. We have Rose Quartz, which is the soft pink, and Banana, which is the light yellow. Let's start with the soft pink. It comes with this little applicator puff. I don't really like it. It's kind of thin. I feel like it could be good maybe if you want to just touch up your makeup, but for the under eyes, I prefer a triangle shape so you could really get in there and be a bit more precise. And I'm blending it down towards my blush as well. That's the difference. I'm gonna use this same puff. I'm gonna just loop it through and we're gonna try the banana color. I actually like the pink. I feel like it doesn't make me look too like corpse, but it definitely blurs, which I appreciate. I feel like Fenty has good complexion products. Ooh, and this banana shade is nice because it doesn't pull too yellow on my skin. Here are both powders. I'm kind of gearing more towards the banana color, to be honest. I really like the way this looks. It is very blurring. Gives some brightness, but it doesn't pull too yellow. And then I think same with the pink. It's not too light. Very blurring for sure, but I gotta set the rest of my makeup. So I'll be right back and we'll see what these look like with everything else completed. That Huda Beauty powder is exactly what I needed. It set the makeup so nicely, and I love the way the under eye powders look too, from Fenty, by the way. So here are the powders again, side by side. I really like the Rose Quartz with the pink blush. I think it just kind of emphasizes the pink blush too a little bit more and makes it look really seamless. And then the banana side though is really pretty too because it does brighten up. Now I'm just realizing I forgot to use a new blush. This is the new NYX Fat Cheeks Liquid Blush. I kind of want to add it over top of the banana side that I used the powder because you can't really see a lot of that blush. With that banana powder, it kind of covered it up a little bit more than the Rose Quartz side. So we're going to add some of this. I might regret it, but whatever, we're just playing. So this one, by the way, is in Dragon Fruit Drip. Based on what I've seen, these are a more sheer, super dewy blush. Put a little bit on the back of my hand and then onto my brush, and we're going to just add this over top to see what happens. I just want to emphasize the pink on this side. Pretty. I like that color. Wait, that applied so nicely. And you know what? Even though it is more of a dewy formula, like on the back of my hand, you can see how hydrating that formula is, but I feel like it does set down once you have it on the skin. That's always a good way to know if it's a good formula. If you can blend it over top of a powder and it still looks seamless, it's a good blush. I am noticing too on the back of my hand, it does seem to kind of dry down, but it leaves a bit of that luminous finish in there. So, okay, NYX, and I think these are like 10 bucks. Now I have a new bronzer. This is the Smooth Blur Bronzer from ABH. This one is in the shade Beach Bum Bronze. I mainly want to bronze my forehead. So let's add a little bit of this right here. Oh yeah, this one has a bit of that kind of reddish undertone to it. They definitely have a smooth blend. I think this color might be a little bit too deep for my skin, but I think you can still make it work because it does blend really nicely. I'm gonna just do some black liner. I have this LA Girl Auto eyeliner. It's just like a black retractable liner, which I love. It kind of reminds me of my Rimmel eyeliner that I usually use. I'm just also adding a touch of a matte white shadow. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. And this is what I used in my crease as well, by the way. And then the glitter is the Kylie Cosmetics Wet Shimmer Quad. Now we're gonna try these new lippies from Essence, the Super Peptide Glossy Lip Treatments. Super excited about these. They kind of remind me of Rhode, but I know a lot of brands have peptide lip treatments nowadays. So let's start with the first color in Coralized. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a gel. Again, this one is in Coralified. It does have a little light scent. Doesn't seem to have much color, but we'll try the other colors out. It definitely has that glossy consistency, not too thick. Next color is in Pinkified. Let's see if there's more of a tint with this one. Oh yeah, this one does have a tint. That's pretty. It's like a natural pink. Love, again, Pinkified. So cute. I really like this one a lot. Very glossy. Very smooth. I like this. And then the last color we have is in Toffee-tastic. Okay, good. This one has some color too. Pretty. This feels so nice. I could apply this all day. This is a cute color as well. I like it. These are winners, and for $5, I think these are definitely worth adding to cart. Makeup Revolution has these new gloss sticks. One thing about them, they're gonna make a dupe as well, and these are supposed to be, I think, a dupe for the Fenty Gloss Bomb sticks, which I love. So let's try these two colors out. They have a bunch of different shades, but we're gonna start off with, first of all, the packaging is luxe for drugstore. I like. So this is the Creme Brulee Mauve shade. Let's try this first with no lip liner. Ooh, okay. Don't be too aggressive with it because it is kind of melty. I just melted some of the product away, but that's the color. Pretty. Don't need that much. I definitely was a little bit too harsh with that. You know what it is too? It's hot in this room. We have the AC on, but upstairs it gets so hot, especially when I'm filming. What I like about products like this, it's basically like a hybrid between a gloss and a lipstick in one. So it gives a shine, but it also gives a lot of pigment, just like the ones from Fenty. Very similar, not identical with the formula, but it does give some good pigment. Next color I have is in Shimmer Sugar Cookie Pink. Say that fast 5 times. Shimmer Sugar Cookie Pink. That does feel nice. This has a touch of that glitter in there, but it's not too much. It's very subtle, still applies very smooth. Gotta be careful though. I feel like this formula is a little bit more on the melty side. So, you know, don't twist up the product too much. Be mindful too in the heat. These kind of products can just melt a little bit, but it feels amazing on the lips. I'm loving the formula of these. Let's try a few more colors. So the next shade I have is in Shimmer Peach. Oh, this is so pretty. It's a shimmery peach. The formula is a little bit more melty versus Fenty. Like, I don't get as much mess, but it still gives a really similar effect. Let's try the next color in Cherrylicious. And by the way, each of the colors are different, like on the packaging, which I love. Products like this though, you can't be super precise with it. You definitely need a lip liner to clean it up and make it look very seamless, but these colors are stunning. The undertone to this red is perfection. I think it's like the perfect glossy red. The next color is Sour Berry. Here is Sour Berry. I also really like this color. Now, since it is more of a glossy formula, I don't know how long wearing it's gonna be. I can imagine that it probably isn't gonna be long lasting, to be honest, but I still really enjoy a good glossy balm like this because the pigment and the shades are really pretty too. They have like a little bit of everything, some browns, some pinks, some brighter shades, but you could also, since the formula is a little bit more on the melty side, take it with your finger and dab it really lightly for a lighter wash of color. I feel like Makeup Revolution too, they have stepped it up so much recently. Like their stuff has gotten so much better. I don't know if they're doing a little revamp or what, but I'm into it. Now I have these new Keep It Full plumping lip liners from Milani. I've already tried these once and it was a good long-lasting formula. Milani did not come to play. This gives high end, honestly. Fire Sign, it's a nice cool toned brown, but it's a little bit deeper. And then this one up top is in Hot Tamale, which is a little bit more of a warmer brown. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna redo the lip combo. And we're gonna add lip liner because that always helps. I'm gonna go with the shade Fire Sign. I love the way these glide on. I'm gonna add a little bit of the color Hot Tamale in there too. Why not? Let's just mix. These are plumping, by the way, so you're gonna feel a little tingle on the lips, but it's not too much. It doesn't burn. I like these separately, but I also like these two together as well. Now let's add something in the center. Now I'm debating. I'm gonna just add this color, see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, we'll just wipe it away and we'll do another one. Because we're just playing. Look at just me applying this with my finger. You see how like melty it is? So I'd say you could even just apply these with your finger, to be honest. It's a little bit more bold, but I like it with the lip liners. I think it's really pretty. I feel like a lot of these from Revolution would actually look really good with the Milani lip liners. Out of everything, I think one of my least favorite things is the mascara though. Personally, I have other favorites, tubing mascaras, waterproof, that I just think work a little bit better with my straight lashes. It's not terrible, but it's just a little bit too clumpy and sticky for my liking. Like I said, my lashes, they're just so straight. So certain formulas just don't work the best. I won't rule it out completely just yet, but so far it's not my favorite. Also, this Kopari SPF 50, I like how fast absorbing it is. It really is not greasy at all. And it has a nice scent, but I was expecting a little bit more shimmer. To be honest, that's the main reason why I bought it. The Milani Hypochlorous Spray, I've been loving. This is really refreshing and lightweight on the skin. And I think it's a good prep step before other skincare or makeup products. I also really like this milky toner. I'm excited to continue using this. I think out of all of the affordable ones, this is one of the best ones and the closest to the Rhode glazing milk. Also, this SPF 50 I love from Anastasia because it is very also fast absorbing and it doesn't leave a white cast, and I really like that gel moisturizer feel to it. This skin tint concealer combo I also love. This is perfect for those of you who like also that very hydrated, your skin but better look. I've been loving the concealer as well. Not brand new to me, but I think now, especially with the color, since I'm tan, number 60, it just matches so well on my under eyes. The blushes are fantastic, especially the NYX Fat Cheeks blush. I love the way this applied over top of the powder. I think for that really seamless application, apply it on the back of your hand and then apply it to the skin if you're applying it over top of powder, just to avoid any lifting, because I don't know how it would be if you apply it directly. I'm glad I didn't do that, but I've seen people apply these directly on the skin before powder though, and it looks so beautiful. It's a very sheer glowy blush, but I feel like the formula also is buildable, so I like it and I like this color. Also like the ABH blush trio. This is really pretty. The variation is nice, and this is also a little bit more of a buildable formula, but it applies really smooth. Same with the bronzer. This, even though it's a little bit too dark for my skin, I could still make it work because of the smooth formula, so this is also really nice. Love the Fenty powders. These are really blurring. I will say the banana one is, I think, my favorite because it just gives that perfect bright touch, but the rose quartz is nice, especially with the pink blush because it makes everything look so seamless. Then I adore the lip products. The lip liners from Milani are winners if you need a good affordable lip pencil. This one is just perfect. I also do like these glossy lip treatments from Essence. It feels moisturizing. It's a little bit thinner, but it's comfortable and it gives a very natural flush to the lips. And then I really do like these gloss sticks from Revolution. They could be a little bit melty and a little messy if you're not careful, but the pigment and shine is stunning. And I think these pair really nicely with the Milani lip liners as well. And PS, I will come back in a few hours and I'll show you guys what the makeup looks like, but so far, so good. So make sure to hit that subscribe button for new videos every week and check the description box for all products. I will have them linked if you're interested as always. So see you soon. So here is the makeup around 7 hours later. I do have a little bit of separation around my chin, my cheek area, and my nose. I think I did a little bit too much skincare underneath. So minimal skin prep I think is going to be best with this skin tint, but I love the cheek and the lip products lasted so nicely throughout the day. I did reapply the Essence lip balm, but the Milani lip liner lasted so well. So it is the next day. today. I wanted to give you just a little update on some of the products because I was filming earlier. I did some short content and I have everything from yesterday on my face today. The skin prep is a little bit different though. I didn't use the ABH SPF 50 primer. I just did a light layer of the Bubble Milky Toner, which so far I am really liking. And then I went to Ulta this morning and I came across this Silky Blur primer from Essence. And to be completely honest, I don't really feel like this did much blurring or filling in my pores. It did feel silky smooth, but that's about it. So I'll have to keep experimenting with it. But the skin tint already is wearing so much better. I don't notice any separation. It looks really smooth. I like this too because once you do set it down with powder, it's not excessively dewy. I mean, you have a little shine coming through because it is hydrating, but it's not too much. Also, the blushes. I love the ABH Trio, but this NYX Fat Cheeks is gorgeous. I used it today under powder and I am in love with the way that this blends. It's a little bit more of a sheer formula, but it's buildable and it gives the prettiest, not too dewy, but still kind of hydrated look to the cheeks. And then on my lips right now, I have this glossy lip kit from Kylie Cosmetics. This one is in Candy Pink. I really like these. Her lip liners are incredible. So in the lip kit, you get the lip liner and then you get the gloss. Specifically, this one is the Precision Pout Lip Liner in Candy Pink. I like this because it's not too over the top. It's like a really pretty rose pink. And then the gloss. These are so smooth, not sticky, which I appreciate. It's a little bit more of like a sheer formula, but it pairs nicely with a lip liner. So that's what I'm wearing on my lips today. I really like this applicator too because it's a little bit pointed and thin. It just distributes the product so beautifully onto the lips. And then I also got the one in Kylie, which is right here. And I love this one as well. It's a little bit more on the neutral side. Right now, since I have a tan, it's kind of like my lips, but better. If you're into a glossy lip kit, this is a nice one. And I really like both of the shades. So these are a winner. And this is the last little update. The bronzer that I used yesterday was in the shade Beach Bum Bronze. I could still make it work because of that very smooth, buttery formula. But today I tried out the color Tropical Tan and I like this so much more. Just a smidge lighter than this one that I used yesterday. So I think it's much better for my skin tone at the moment, but it still packs a punch. These have a nice pigmented formula, but again, they're very blendable. I will leave any other updates on the products down below in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for being here and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.